Rolex waiting lists. Most of you are probably either on one or you've been on one. Well, I'm on 3 waiting lists. So what do you do whilst you're waiting? And should I be bothered about the length of time it's taking? I'm Andy and welcome to the English Watch. So followers of my channel may remember back in 2022, after an interesting summer where I had a bit of an incident over in Florida, bit of a heart attack. And on my return, I took a trip into Birmingham to Goldsmiths, who I'd bought a number of watches from in the past, deliberately. A couple of Tudors, certainly there. We bought some, I think my wife had bought some earrings and a necklace once as well. Now, I've had a reasonable relationship with Goldsmiths over quite a number of years, mainly because they've been my local dealer. And I bought a number of Omegas from my local one, which wasn't the same as the Bullring store, because they don't stock Omega. And maybe that's where some of the issues are. Anyway, I digress. But I had bought some Tudors and my Submariner through the Rolex store in Birmingham. And back after that heart attack, I'd just gotten through cardiac rehabilitation, which is very interesting, where you sort of do all the dancing with the other people that have had heart issues, mainly older people, but there were some young uns like me. We all made it, thankfully. And I thought I'll park downstairs and I'll walk up the 3 flights of stairs to their store, get to the top, panting. I was still trying to get my breath back then. Fortunately now, all good. And you have that sort of connection with the guy that I had an appointment with. This was the old, Mr. Kendall, yes, tell me about your career, your aspirations, your inside leg, all that good stuff. And then we'll tell you if you're good enough to buy a watch from us. So we had that chat. It wasn't too bad. And I remember giving him career advice in the end. And in fact, I think the guy that I spoke to left to do something more interesting, probably. Anyway, so that was the time when the Milgauss, yes, we should better get a Milgauss. Oh, it's been discontinued. So we registered for, I think at the time, a GMT-Master II. Yeah, blue and black, Batman, oyster bracelet. So that was now 3 years ago. And some would say, well, you should have had one by now. Yeah, I should have had the Milgauss, because I was registered for that for quite some time. So it just goes to show, even if you have a relationship, a sad story like I did at the time, and reasonable purchase history, means nothing. So 3 years on, that anniversary is recently passed, still nothing. Although they did call me probably about 6 months ago, offering me a smooth bezel, date just 41 blue dial. Nice, didn't fancy it. So recently I was driving up the M5 and I went into the Goldsmiths in Cribbs Causeway and I had a chat with the guy in there. And he says, what you got to do is just constantly go in and just keep badgering him. He says, I'll note down on the system here that you've been in. And I'm like, I ain't got time for this. I'm a busy man. If you don't want to sell me a watch, that's fine. I won't lose any sleep over it. But I'm not going to go in every 5 minutes and remember me. That's not going to happen. So yeah. So in the meantime, in those 3 years, I've also bought watches from Pragnell's in Stratford. Great dealership, great service there as well. Nice environment, and I think it's number 42. Their used facility across the road. Again, an amazing array of watches in there. And my wife and I bought the Cartiers that we have in the number 42 that were pre-owned. They're less than a year old, look like new. Mine was still stickered up. I think it had been on a photo shoot and then they have to mark it down as pre-owned. I still had the 8-year warranty. But I also bought my IWC new, albeit a little bit off, in their main store. So good relationship with them. I go in often, say hello, and again registered for the same watch, Rolex GMT-Master II. So I think I probably registered with them maybe 18 months ago. And the guy said, "Yeah, we shouldn't have any problem, getting you a watch." But my expectations aren't, I need it now. It's great, when one comes in, my name comes up. I'm interested, absolutely. More recently, when I was working in London, and again, if you'd see my more recent videos on my Rolex Explorer 40, so check that out. I just walked into Booker in Westfield, in Shepherd's Bush, and after a nice discussion, they sold me the watch straight out the display. Steel Sports Explorer 40. So it does go to show that you can, and I think that's more a thing of these days rather than previous times. If you're lucky, pick up something, call it a starter watch. And I think with Booker, and they've emailed me a number of times with, "Are you still interested in this watch?" Yes, same one, GMT-Master II, blue black, oyster bracelet. And for now, we're in a bit of a race to see who is going to give Andy that GMT-Master II, blue black with an oyster bracelet. Maybe I'll get a call, maybe I won't ever. Who knows? I don't really care. It'd be nice, and if I do get it, I'll be great. I'll add that to the collection. I don't have a GMT. I really dig it. I mean, I had the Submariner, as you know. Didn't love it as much as I thought I was going to. So yeah, I think the GMT would go really nice with my Explorer. Now today I'm wearing my Speedmaster Professional, my 1861 from 2018, on this quite nice rally strap that I picked up from the strap tailor. Now I did pay for it. I don't get loads of stuff for free like some influencers. I get a few bits and pieces, and I am actually looking forward to receiving some of the leather straps from Artem, their loopless new straps. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, this is just a quick catch up to say hi and just let you know where I am waiting list wise, and I'll be interested to hear your stories, your waiting list stories. Now obviously that's going to spark a lot of debate about wait lists and Rolex and all their goddamn ways that they treat their customers, but I genuinely, Watches of Switzerland group aside, who are a massive group, and they must have thousands of people on the waiting list. I think some of the smaller independents, and I also think Booker are very focused on a clear process, no BS, no extra hard sell. So it'll be interesting to see who comes home first. It is a shame that the Goldsmiths haven't. This is your opportunity, guys. Just saying. But yeah, leave your comments below. Really look forward to hearing them. Anyway, I'm Andy. This has been the English Watch. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.